Huzzah for the tipper. And I'm such a theater kid. Renaissance Fair, anybody? I haven't been to the Renaissance Fair in a while, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about dinner and making food for yourself, even when you feel like shit and you want to go walk to the corner store and get candy, but you're gonna make yourself real food instead. Come along with me. Let's heat the oven, shall we? Okay, look at these beautiful greens that I got yesterday for myself. Wow, taking care of ourselves. Lately, I have been channeling my inner World War II. And by channeling my inner World War II, I am saving veggie scraps and making my own veggie stock. And it turns out pretty good. If only I could have a victory garden, I would be so happy for that. Alas, I don't. We're preheating the oven. We are gonna let those veggies simmer for about 2 hours, and we're going to use the last of the veggie stock that I've made last time for the farro that we're going to make. So let's cut up our vegetables first. Let's do that. I have been loving like harvest grain bowls. Usually it's like an assortment of baked veggies, butternut squash, Japanese sweet potato. We're gonna do a whole red onion. We're gonna bake those. Then we're going to make the farro. Then we're gonna make the kale salad that are basically the greens for the whole bowl, which you always want to salt and oil and massage your kale. Otherwise it tastes like ass. And I am not in the business of eating ass when I'm not in a relationship. And so why would I do that? You know what I mean? Not that kale isn't good for your ass. It is. But you get what I'm saying. After I massage my kale, I like to put garlic and shallots and cilantro in there. And then if we have time and I have energy, we will be making some pico. But I already have to make the tahini dressing, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but we'll see. Literally, okay, here's the deal. Don't ever give me a knife. Don't ever give me a knife, because you'll never get it back, and it's dangerous. This is a very embarrassing fact, but this is the only cooking knife that I have. I live by myself. I'm not seeing anybody, and I hate when people help me in the kitchen, so why would I need another one? I do need to sharpen this, though. But why would I need another one? I kind of need another one. I need a couple more. I'm actually kind of insecure about it, but I don't want to talk about it, okay? When I feel insecure, I'll just fight. Ooh, see? We always save our veggie scraps for our broth. Let's put this in there. Let's put it in there, baby. Once I stopped giving a fuck about what other people thought about me, which is like a very general statement, like, listen, I fucking care still, bitch, I care. Of course I still care. I don't mean like I'm just like saved from needing external validation, because that is not true. Validate me. I do feel like it has changed. The tides have turned, the winds have changed. Mary Poppins is ready to float up into the sky, dropping shit, pennies from afar, burning through people's heads. I don't know why it's getting so dark. Really, like, I thought that it would be a lot harder to be making a video every day. And do you know what? So far, I'm like so looking forward to this month. I thought it was gonna be really hard. What am I fucking talking about? I love this. This is so fun. I get to take you all with me. How fun! OMG! The fear of like, but what if they know I'm not perfect? Which is like crazy, because like, look at my face. Look at my life. It's a little wonky. So there's like no need. And like no need to pretend that I'm perfect because like it's, everybody knows, bitch. And like you're still here and nobody died. Talking about life, giving my opinion. My God, I love to share my opinion. Ask my sibling. They're like, that's a lot of opinion. Something about making your own veggie stock makes me feel like I am a revolutionary. I really mean it when I'm saying I'm channeling my inner World War II. Like, I am ready to reuse, stand with the commies, bring in my neighbors, you know, like I'm fucking ready for that. Let's go. I wasn't before, but I'm ready now. See, aren't you glad I didn't have the knife in my hand? I don't really like squash seeds, but I'm sure it would be good for me to like pick out the squash seeds and bake them and, you know, do that. Like that would be like level 2 in my World War II channeling. But as of right now, I'm just plopping them in there because you gotta hack the revolution. I used to hate making food for myself. It has always felt like a chore and like the worst fucking thing ever. But the more that I have leaned into it, the better that I get at it. I don't know if you all can pick up on this, but I hate doing things that I'm bad at. I fucking hate it. And I have to find ways to just fucking do it. Otherwise, I will never do anything in life and just be bitter and resentful like an old crow. I love crows. Otherwise, I will just really lean into being a hater and not doing anything for myself. And I can't abide haters. I really can't. I am a recovering hater. Hello, my name is Annie and I'm a recovering hater. And I fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear what you hate from me or any fucking buddy else. Oh, I just did it. I just hated my hating. Take it from my sibling. If any of y'all know my sibling, whomst I love very much, like don't really hate. They're just like a lover. They just love people. It's really quite astonishing to think about how much Ellie loves people in general. Like literally, they just love people like naturally. They like genuinely love people naturally. It's so cool. And I'm always so like inspired to be a better person by them. I know people close to them have told them that Ellie restores their faith in humanity. I don't think Ellie would ever promote that about themselves on their channel, so I'll say it for them. Yeah, Ellie restores people's faith in humanity, like genuinely. Like literally, that's just what they do. And it's true for me. They do that for me too. And like whenever I get into my hating, ooh, I love to be a hater, but whenever I get into my like really dark ruts, Ellie is such a shining light to remind me that like, hey, maybe you're taking your hatred a little too far, and like it's all about the love, man, you know? I mean, they don't say it like that, but that's like the gist of what I gathered. I'm going to put this squash in first because it takes it's a fucking long time to roast these. So we're gonna roast these first for like however long it takes me to cut up these potatoes. And then we're gonna put in the potatoes next and then the onions last because the onions take the shortest. They're the wimpiest to cook. And I like really cooked vegetables, especially really cooked squash, but I know that zaps all the nutrients out of them, so I do have to have a happy medium between what I like and what is good for me. Just like in life. Cooking teaches you so many things. Love the branding on this. It's like, if you care. It's like leftist guilt. It's like, do you care about the environment? Well, then pay the extra $2. I don't even know if they really do recycle these, but they market it like they do. And I do have leftist guilt. So I get it. Is it true? Do they do the right thing? Is this recycled parchment paper? Oh, it's not recycled. See? Damn. I don't know what that means. I still throw it in the trash. I don't have a compost. Okay. I don't understand non-stick anything. I don't know how to make my veggies not stick to things, and so I use parchment paper. I'm justifying my parchment paper. This is taking too long. Let's move on, Annie. Oil these puppies up. You're so good at that. You're such a good squash. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Look at you all oiled up. Okay. I'm sorry, Ellie, if you're watching this. Please forget that I did that ever. I heard that salt is really bad for you from Doobie and Gooby. If anyone knows that channel, they're so cool. But I think life is worth living, and I'm going to try to cut down on my salt, but am I going to get rid of it completely and not salt anything? I've tried it for a couple weeks and I don't love it, and I do think that eating vegetables with salt on it is better than no vegetables at all and just candy, which I've definitely done in the past. So we're gonna salt our vegetables a little bit. I also put that on there too, but I also put garlic salt on it with parsley. Yeah. And for some extra seasoning, it's important. It's important. Okay, I'm going way slower than I normally would if I wasn't talking and trying to film this, but you know what? We make our commitments and we do our commitments, and we don't regret them because they're good for us. And we like to make our commitments, just like making food. So many steps. I did not grow up learning how to make food. And I used to be really insecure about the type of food that I made for myself. Because I used to have asshole friends who would like always judge my cooking but like do it silently and then talk shit about it to themselves, which is like honestly crazy behavior if you think about it. Yeah, like it was such a competition. It was like, who can make the best blah, 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 whatever it is. Now, I don't hang out with those people anymore, and I think my cooking is fucking great. I think I have learned a lot. There's a lot more to learn, but I've basically got the basics down. I think that there is no age where it's too late to learn cooking. You can always learn how to make food for yourself, and you can always improve the food that you make for yourself. So I don't think there's ever an arrival. And I think it's never too late to start learning how to cook. Even if it's like you're 45 and you don't know how to cook rice. It's like, sure, I understand how that could happen. Let's Google it. My ex-girlfriend taught me a lot of cooking inadvertently. I mean, she was also part of the people who would like make fun of my cooking. One time I made her a cake and I brought it over, and she took one bite of it and hysterically started laughing and said it tasted like Play-Doh. I like started laughing so that I wouldn't cry. That's another story for another time. It's smelling like onions and garlic and all of those veggie scraps in there. I did it. I made a meal. I love to think about when I'm chopping garlic for myself. It's not a chore because it's an act of self-love. Taking that mindset into the rest of cooking has really made a difference in my life. It has made me fall in love with cooking. Cooking can be very meditative as you're chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping. I love fresh garlic, the minced garlic that's like in a jar. It's just not the same as fresh garlic. And it's kind of the same thing for me with other like pre-prepared foods. It just doesn't hit the same. And that really Makes me feel good, baby. And it actually really helps with like body image issues, because when I'm making my own food, it doesn't matter how fat or how skinny I think I am. If I'm making my own food, I feel really happy. Like, it doesn't really matter what my size is, because I'm giving myself a nutritious, delicious, bootylicious meal. And I love the flavors, and I love the veggies, and I love the salts. It just tastes better when you prepare it for yourself. It just tastes better. I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye.